Hello everyone, today we will introduce the driver program for XVX HE68. First, open the web page and enter the URL he68.15xchannel.com to access the web version of the driver. You can change the language in the top right corner or download the client version of the driver. Here, we will use the web version for the explanation. Click the Connect device to enter the keyboard settings interface. The options in the top left corner include key, trigger, advanced, lighting and key test. First, let's talk about key functions. For example, to change the tilde key to the ESC key, select the tilde key first, then click the ESC key in the base keys below, and the replacement is successful. You can also select the key below, click and drag it to the key you want to remap. If you want to restore a single key to its default setting, select the key you want to change and click the first counterclockwise key. Why do many function keys need to be used in combination with the FN key? This is because the number of keys on a keyboard is limited, especially for compact keyboards with fewer keys. By holding down the FN key, it's as if you have an additional keyboard with the same layout. This allows you to assign any additional keys you want on this new keyboard. Releasing the FN key returns you to the original keyboard settings, with no interference between the two. There is a profile settings option in the upper right corner, allowing you to design a customized setting based on your usage habits. If there are too many settings, you can select the corresponding settings, click the right side button to choose Delete. You can also rename, export, and import the settings. Calibration is performed to enhance the stability and consistency of the keyboard. To enter calibration mode, hold down the FN plus back keys. Keep each key pressed steadily to the bottom for 1 second, ensuring all keys return to their normal color before clicking to stop calibration. Note that if you only need to calibrate a few keys, there is no need to hold FN plus back to enter calibration mode. Instead, simply click Start Calibration and press the keys that need calibration steadily to the bottom for 1 second. Click the keys you need to adjust to set the travel. You can select all, or deselect or cancel. The travel of the switch can be adjusted in the lower left corner, with a minimum of 0.1 mm. The smaller the trigger, the faster the triggering speed. Select the key whose switch has been replaced. Clicking the switch name will allow you to change the switch. Please note that users who have not actually replaced the switch should not switch the switch, as this will affect the actual performance of the keyboard. Assuming the actuation travel is set to 1.5 mm and the RT sensitivity is 0.04 mm, pressing the switch 1.5 mm will trigger the key. In subsequent travel, pressing 0.04 mm will trigger it again, and releasing 0.04 mm will stop it. It is recommended that the release sensitivity be consistent with the actuation sensitivity. FPS players will use WASD more frequently, and quickly adjusting the trigger to 0.04 mm after selecting WASD will allow for faster response to user operations, enabling the emergency stop function in FPS games. Full travel quick trigger means that after the first triggering, all trips can achieve RT function. When not turned on, only the triggered trip can use the RT function. Trigger insurance is the dead zone setting, which is a function to prevent accidental touch caused by hand shaking or other factors. The default button size is 0.1 mm. Users can adjust the values according to their own needs. At the bottom, forcefully adding a 0.1 mm dead zone, which can make the keyboard more stable. HE68 has a total of 23 lighting modes, with custom light and musical rhythm modes. The musical rhythm mode is currently only available through the client driver. To use the music rhythm mode, please download the client driver. Taking Waves mode as an example, keyboard lights can be turned off and on with just one click the backlight. Control the brightness of keyboard lights by clicking on the brightness progress bar. The higher the value, the higher the brightness. Control the flow speed of the light effect by clicking on the progress bar of the speed. The higher the value, the faster the speed. Partial lighting effects default to RGB lighting effects. By clicking the color button, the keyboard lighting can be adjusted to monochrome mode. At this time, the light color can be controlled through the palette on the right, or customize the color using the RGB value sliders below. Determine the walking direction of the light effect by clicking on the direction of the light effect. Due to space limitations, the detailed explanation of advanced key features and functionality will be introduced in future updates. Stay tuned.